Hi everybody, it's me, the fabulous Leo Brown, and I am back here with another Psychic Saturdays video. I wanted to continue with our series. I know it's been a minute since I've done a Psychic Saturdays video, so I figured I wanted to keep going with it. And today we're going to talk about clear smelling and clear tasting. So we're going to talk about Clairgustance and Clairalience today. All right, the last time that I did a video on Psychic Saturday, it was about clairaudience. So it was about clear hearing. Today we're going to talk about clear smelling and clear tasting. Now, what exactly does that mean? So it means exactly what it says. So clairgustance means that you have the ability to uh, taste things, and clairalience means you have the ability to smell things. So let me give you an example. So a lot of mediums, and actually the best example I can give you of someone who has this psychic sense is the Long Island medium. She has the psychic sense of clairgustance. She has that. There are oftentimes, if you ever watch her show, and I did for a while, like when she first debuted, I was really into her. Now, not so much because I know some tea, but anyway. Anywho, so in the beginning of her show, she would often say, I'm tasting blood, or I'm tasting um, candy, or things like that. And now, mind you, she doesn't have blood in her mouth, or she doesn't have any candy in her mouth, but she was tasting that. That's one of the abilities that some people have. It's rare that people have this ability, but some of them do. I have a girlfriend of mine who has that. She has more of she doesn't have the ability to taste. She has the ability to smell. So clairgustance means you can taste things. Like you may taste, for instance, if you're doing a reading, or even if you walk into a situation, you may taste like floral. Like if something's happening, you may taste floral scents, or you may taste perfume. Um, if something's sad or kind of in a dark place, you may taste like dirt, like things may taste kind of funny, or like a metal taste. If there's death involved, you may taste blood. So things like that. So that's what Claire gustance it means. It means you have the ability to taste things that to the naked eye no one can see. So that's what that means. How do you know you have clairgustance? Clairgustance, how do you know you have it is if you can walk into any situation, it doesn't matter what it is, and you can taste the mood, you can taste the energy, you can not necessarily feel because you're not an empath per se, but you can taste what's going on around you without actually visually having it in your mouth. So that's what clairgustance is. That's how you know you might be clairgustance. If you walk into a situation and you taste the mood, literally you can taste it, then you know what I mean? Like because it's like, oh my God, I can taste death. Like oftentimes you'll hear people say, well, wow, I taste the sadness, or I taste the happiness around you. That's what that means. A lot of mediums and a lot of psychics too have this ability, but it's often mixed with other abilities like empathy, like clairvoyance, which I'll get into in another video, like clairaudience too. So they're often mixed. Now, we're going to move on to clairalience, or clear smelling. Now, clear smelling, and it's funny because even with me, I had this ability a little bit. It's very minute, but I do have it. Um, Clear smelling means exactly what it sounds like. It means that you smell. So instead of you tasting things, you smell it. So you may walk into a room and you may smell um, okay, for instance, whenever a person has had sex, and granted that person might be long gone, but somebody can walk into a room and be like, I smell sex. It smells like sex in here. Even though you might have had sex 2 weeks ago, but it smells like sex. That's a form of clairalience or clear smelling. Another form is when you go into a negative situation. Oftentimes, if you go into oftentimes, and I think they don't talk about it, but a lot of cops or a lot of people who work in the homicide division of the police force, some of them have even said, I can smell death, you know, and not just the body rotting or decomposing, but I can smell death. That's a way of saying that. Or, we always hear, oh, I can, they can smell your fear like a shark. That's a form of aliens too, believe it or not. Let's see, what else? If you often hear the phrase, I smell trouble, trouble necessarily doesn't have a smell. But in the case of clairaudience, it can. Or I smell love. Like I can smell the love on you. I can smell the happiness on you. Things like that. That's what that can mean. So those are forms. Those are other forms of uh, clair abilities that we all have. Clair meaning clear, because that's what clair means. So that's why in this series we're clearing up the clairs, because there are different forms of clear abilities that we all have. Everybody has them. Everybody has them in some way. And like I said, Clairgustance and Clairalience are often mixed. They're often mixed with either clairvoyance, clairaudience, or empathy too. So they're often mixed. So oftentimes you may not have it just straight out. Like you may not have Clairgustance straight out or Clairalience straight out, but you'll have it mixed with claircognizance or clairvoyance or clairaudience. Like for me, I have it mixed with clairaudience, believe it or not. I have clairalience. Sometimes I'll be in the refrigerator and I'll smell something rotting. And I'm like, what is that? And I know that we don't have any spoiled food. But then before I know it, an accident has happened, or like something is about, or if something hasn't gone down, it's about to go down. So those were those two things mean. So let me know if you have these abilities. Let me know. Like put it down below if you've had these abilities, or if you know someone who has them. And how have they affected your life? Let me know in the comment section, because believe it or not, I do read the comments. I think it's important to do so. So, as you can see, this was today's Clearing Up the Clairs Psychic Saturdays video. I am, of course, the fabulous Leah Brown, and I will see you all next Saturday, and we're going to talk about clairvoyance. Yay! One of my favorites. We're going to talk about clairvoyance next. And then after that, let's see, because I think we've covered them all. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance. We haven't covered clairsentience. So after clairvoyance and after this one, in clairvoyance, we're going to do clairsentience, which is clear knowing. That's where you just know. So we're going to talk about that after clairvoyance, of course. So I will see you all next Saturday. And it is me, the fabulous Leah Brown. And until next time, honey, have a wonderful weekend. Love yourselves, take care of yourselves, and I will see you very soon. Okay? Bye-bye.